if you want.
There was something good that I thought. I was like, oh, I want to come in hot with this.
We have to start like 100%.
No, there was really something. I thought about it. It was after we were done streaming that one night, and I was like,
we have to match the intensity of Willem Dafoe penis going in right out of the gates.
No.
It's like, you know who else has a big penis?
That was what my mom said. She was like, I watched this show, but did you have to talk about penises so much? And I was like,
it's a big factor in our show.
We do.
It's in the description.
It's
320-somethings talking about penis.
I'm constantly thinking about Willem Dafoe's penis, so it works out well.
Well, it was in my history, if you couldn't tell, because it was in my incognito tab. It's the worst. It's like Willem Dafoe's big penis.
It was already there. Like you had to like close out like tab after tab of different angles.
It's something I always think about.
But yeah, if you have a subject, you go for it because I don't. I'll try to think of one.
Yeah, well, let's start out of the gate saying there's one of us missing.
Mm-hmm.
It's our producer.
Yeah.
He's not here.
He was killed in a freak helicopter accident, and we're very sorry to say. We're gonna put up a in memoriam of him. Rest in peace, Jerry Bruckheimer.
The best moments of Jerry Bruckheimer.
Jerry Bruckheimer is our producer.
Bruckheimer Films, and then Ron Howard is gonna take the place of.
He's gonna come in right at the end part and do all of the cleanup stuff. So
no, but for real, Angelo's gone. Mm-hmm. We don't know where he is, and I think I know
Actually,
where he is.
I think I might know where Angelo is.
We keep his chair empty in memoriam because
we're waiting for Elijah. He'll come back.
You know, I like to believe.
Is that the boy? It is.
What is going on?
We just figured we'd start recording.
Yeah, we literally just started.
That's probably for the best.
Angelo joins in.
Do you want to start over?
We've talked for
let's keep going.
9 hours so
All right.
far. We've been waiting for about 9.
I made a lot of people mad on my way here.
What happened?
I had to cross traffic, 4 lanes going left.
Yeah. Ooh.
And then I had to turn right. So I couldn't.
And he wasn't even driving a car.
People were honking at me.
So there's the roundabout.
We're all wearing
you're
hats.
probably like, it'd be faster if I go left in the roundabout. Just cut across.
Just go up over the hump in it.
Yeah.
I got honked at a lot. So, just so you guys know.
I think it was worth it. It will be.
Oh, yeah, hopefully.
Honestly.
We're trying to find a subject. Do you have any?
I have one that I was going to talk about, but.
What's up with that dog?
You hear him shaking.
Oh,
I have dogs.
What are we going to talk about?
Josh told me one of the most amazing stories I've ever heard in my entire life.
You were there for that.
You were.
Yeah.
And it was, he told me I thought it was going to be the nastiest, grossest thing I've ever heard. It is really one of the sweetest, nicest stories. So I think we should start out with a little bit of
I have no idea what you're referring to.
Just a good story. You've heard it. Can you tell us the story?
Wait, was I there for it?
Yeah.
You were there.
It was about Josh meeting Galileo.
That's right. So usually I come in and tell some really gross story. I guess I probably do, right?
Yeah, and it's because we were talking about gross stories, and you're like, I have a story for you, and I was really.
And then he just went off with a not gross story,
and it was super sweet, nice.
This is the only good wholesome.
Good story.
Yeah, this is one of the one that I've cultivated that I've told many times. People are like, oh, that's a nice story. So when I was probably 10 or 11, we went to the Indiana State Museum. So we're from Indiana, and we live in...
It's weird that's located in Missouri, but we don't ask questions.
Yeah, we have to drive all the way to Missouri to go to the Indiana State Museum. But we did. And so, me and my mom and my 2 brothers, we went. And there is an open-air section at the very top. So there's, an exhibit here, and then a bridge, and then an exhibit here. And you got to cross the bridge in the open air inside the museum to get across to the other exhibits. And so my brothers take off across this bridge, and they have no problem. My mom walks across, and I'm afraid of heights. I'm really, even to this day, really,
You are still afraid of heights?
Very.
Can you do roller coasters? Because I know your brother's afraid of roller coasters.
I can do roller coasters because it's you're in.
So you're saying if I walked you across that bridge, you strapped onto my back, you'd be fine?
That would be fine. It's if I'm secure, I can't, because I don't trust myself not to fall over.
So if you were in a kangaroo pouch,
then
the kangaroo is hopping over the bridge, then okay?
We only have 6 different things to talk about. It's penises, Kangaroos.
We're talking about kangaroos?
Yeah.
What are we talking about kangaroos?
Topanga from Boy Meets
Oh,
World.
Topanga, not Topanga.
I forgot. I've never watched this show.
What's your favorite video game? Pong, Topanga?
I've read the...
Topanga?
I
What
read
a
the-
crossover.
I know, it's Corey on one side and Topanga on the other, and
That's
they're just
great.
ponging the ball across.
All right,
It's a world. It's a little world. Boy Meets World.
Comment if you want to see us make this.
Yeah, that's the new
Topanga.
intro for We Meet World.
Yep. For boys meet
They meet
Worlds.
Yeah.
world,
plural.
many worlds.
All right,
Anyway.
continue with your
So yes,
story.
if I was in a kangaroo pouch, yes. But I was definitely afraid, like really, really afraid. And so my mom and my brothers are on the other side, and my mom turns around, and I'm just standing at the kind of like right before the bridge, right before like the open air section. And she's like, "All right, come on." And I'm like, "I can't. I really can't get."
8-year-old Josh is like, I don't know, Mom.
don't know.
Can't really do it.
I'd rather get kidnapped back here than walk across that to you.
Well, and so like she's like, "All right, come on, seriously, let's go." And like the more she's prodding me, and the more like I'm like looking at it and like feeling the anxiety, the more like worked up I'm getting. And so when you get worked up as like an 11-year-old, it's not like there's no coming down. There's no like working yourself down. It's just like you're gonna go into full like panic mode.
You act like this isn't you still.
Yeah.
This
Like
is
it's
true.
like, oh yeah, this is just me as a.
And we were like, is Angelo going to come? He started crying.
That's true. I got down into the basement and it was just Ian, and I fell on the floor.
There
and
was a
cried.
good visual image when you came down, because the stairs are here, and I'm just sitting here, I have my hair down, I'm like, oh, hello. It's like,
You were waiting.
You decided to come.
It was Spider-Man 3. He was taking after Tobey Maguire, that one part where he's emo. And
no
you
awesome
remember?
dance.
I
scene,
like
though.
that scene.
I like that scene too.
I defend that scene.
I do too.
Because it matches, like, what a nerdy guy would think would be cool.
Yeah.
So
No, I agree.
and it's Sam Raimi, like,
Sure. Carry
I
on.
like it.
Okay, so
I
so-
have nothing to add to that.
I am fully I'm fully torqued as a young boy at this point. Like I'm full crying, I'm crying, I can't move. So my mom's like, "All right, we're going in without you." So I got a choice to make. So I'm like, I'm still crying. Like imagine all
They
of this
left.
is still like a scream cry almost. And so I'm standing there, I'm like, all right, it's time to go. So I book it down the middle of this bridge, and I have to like stay in the middle and not veer to either side.
This
I
is
have
probably more unsafe now that I think about it.
Yeah, because I'm running. Like I'm dead
It's
sprinting
like a
across the
slippery when
thing.
wet sign, and you just
There's a couple janitors like, uh-oh.
You're like jumping over them. It's like a video game,
Yeah,
like
bunch
a
of
running
banana
sequence.
peels on the ground.
Yeah, and so I'm like booking it, and I'm like at this point I'm screaming, like just crying, like ah, just like I'm running and screaming and crying, and it must have been the worst spectacle. And so as I'm running, the other exhibit is like a space. It's like a space exhibit of some kind, and outside the exhibit is a guy dressed as Galileo, the science man, whatever.
Science man.
I don't remember.
Mr.
Just like Bill Nye.
Yeah, Galileo the
Bill
science.
Nye's up there with Galileo.
It's
Someday people
Oh.
will be dressing up as Bill Nye. Isn't that pretty weird?
You think?
I think so.
I feel like
You think people dress up as Galileo?
yeah, and in that moment,
I haven't thought about that.
Or they'll dress up as Neil deGrasse Tyson. Someday those two men will be cosplayed.
I feel like
Yes.
Bill Nye probably gets cosplayed now.
Probably.
I would do. That's because the reason I think that is because I know I would do that.
Should we have a Halloween special where you're Bill Nye?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
So finish the story because it gets better. And
Okay,
better.
so yeah, the guy dressed as Galileo, he's had to watch this. And I think... No, hold on. I think that this is just some guy. Like some 20-year-old guy that they got to put on the Galileo costume and just stand outside the thing and just say hi to the kids. So he's not prepared to see like a 10-year-old scream cry doing like a Usain Bolt sprint down the middle of this bridge. I don't think he's prepared for that.
Getting paid
So-
minimum wage.
He sees me coming. And props to this guy for this. He sees me coming. I'm not slowing down in any stretch. Like I have passed the bridge.
He's over the
I'm already in the other area, but I'm still going. Like my body hasn't reacted to the fact that I'm totally fine. I was totally fine the whole time. But as I'm running, the guy, I know now that he just had a split-second decision to make.
I decked this kid.
Either he gets out of the way of me running and I just keep running forever, or he does something to stop me. And so he just opens up his arms And I just run and I just bear hug Galileo. I'm just crying into Galileo's robes, and he's like, "Hey, you did good, good job." And
Go Galileo.
Galileo, in that moment, Galileo saved my life.
That was probably the most influential thing he ever did in his entire life.
I think so. Well, since
Do you mean
Earth
just
is
the
flat.
guy? Do you mean the guy or Galileo?
So here's what I think, and this is what I was just
I think
telling
it
him a
is
second ago.
Okay. I would think so.
That was really Galileo. That was the true, honest-to-God Galileo.
There was never a guy there. Just
Never a
imagined it?
guy. And then, I think if we told your mom, she'd be like, what are you talking about? You just stopped there and was
The
hugging the
Indiana
air.
Just hugging the
The
air.
Indiana State Museum burned down 25 years ago.
There is no upper part. Whoa. No, I think it was actually him. And I think there was like a glitch in the Matrix that Galileo just happened to be in rural Indiana at that moment in history.
Okay.
But I think it really happened. I think that was really Galileo. I think that you saw it. It did happen. But that was Galileo.
Like he was transplanted in time, and space.
And he knew to
like-
save you, because you would have ran straight to that exhibit, burned the whole place down, everyone died. And he knew this was my
Ran
job.
right into Uranus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good potty humor.
That's
Oh, into that gas giant.
Excuse me, don't you judge his jokes? That was a good joke. That was
Thank you. I was
that
happy
joke.
about that one.
Oh, thank you. Good job, guys. Good job.
Not
It's like
you.
the president did. Thank you, Uranus. Yeah, that did it for
Uranus
me.
was a great joke.
No, I like the joke. I just saw Captain Underpants in theaters, so.
Thomas Middleditch is in that.
And he was good, and so was Nick Kroll, and so
I
was
forgot
Kevin
Nick
Hart,
Kroll.
and I liked it.
What's your biggest fear, Ian? Because his is heights, isn't it?
Oh,
I
would
would
you
say,
say
yeah,
yours is
yeah,
heights?
it is heights. Yeah.
I think my biggest fear is
I guess like tangible fears rather than like.
tangible, not like loneliness.
Yeah, we're all scared. We're all very
Like
depressed and lonely.
metaphysically.
or like the ever-ending, or like
No
death.
existential crisis.
Okay,
yeah.
I think my biggest fear. Ooh, this is kind of hard. I'm not afraid of heights. I'm not afraid. I don't like spiders, but I'm not afraid of them.
That's mine. You stole it right from me.
Yeah, you're afraid of spiders.
You're like
I have
afraid.
I have horrible arachnophobia. Yeah.
Really?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm afraid of driving. Driving scares the shit out of me.
Why?
Because you're in this big hulking car going down 60 miles per hour, so there are hundreds of people around you, and either you mess up a little bit, your car messes up, or they mess up and you're dead. That's it, point blank.
Have you been in a car accident?
I was sitting at a red light, on my way to school, sitting at a red light, and I was hit in the back by a person going like 60 miles per hour because they were checking the weather.
You gotta
around
know.
you.
You have to know.
She went to our
She
school.
was blind.
She went to our school, and I tagged her on Instagram in that photo of my car.
I forgot about that. That's right.
I don't remember.
I
this.
tagged her in it. Her friend came up to me in broadcasting, and she's like, "Did you tag blah 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 in a picture?" She's devastated. Her car is destroyed.
That's really
Her
funny.
parents just got it for her, and I was like, she wrecked into me. I was sitting at a stoplight for like 5 minutes.
That did happen.
But I tagged
That's
her in it,
amazing.
and it was really funny. Her boyfriend came out, he was like, "Oh," and her little brother was crying.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Oh yeah, you ever gotten in a car crash? I almost got in one 5 minutes ago.
I don't want to talk about it too much because I haven't. I've been in like very minor injuries. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not like, oh, I've never been in a car
No,
crash, man. Because then I'll like get decapitated by like a tire tread.
Tire.
There was that. No, that scared me.
Final
There's
Destination?
No.
Rubber?
It's like a MythBusters episode that
Oh.
maybe it's from that, but they did the thing where it's like like a tire tread shooting out of the back of a semi truck like cut your head off in the car. And I watched an episode being like, this is fake. This
See
is
why
Final
cars are
Destination.
freaking scary? Because
It
you
was
can do
real.
nothing and die.
And they tested it, and the MythBusters were like, "Wow, we don't think this is gonna work," and it totally worked. And it just, messed up the test dummy. And I was,
Well, here's
I'm
something else
scared
you
of
could
that
do.
now.
You could be sitting in a restaurant and it flies through the window and kills you. You could be sitting at home and it crashes in your house.
Dude, cars suck.
You
Cars
could have
are
an
scary.
aneurysm.
When they
A
have
car-based aneurysm.
There was a guy who we know who had a heart attack and died and was still at the wheel apparently for like a minute or two.
Really?
Yes. Not
See,
even
you
joking, like
could-
just
That's
dead with
conscientious.
on the.
That's conscientious.
When they
on
have
it.
self-driving cars readily available, I'm getting one because that's so, that's easy and it won't
See,
scare me and it will never be my fault.
I don't
really.
trust
That would
Elon
be your
Musk.
fault, yeah, I guess.
I don't trust him. Because I think he's a little hot boy right now, He thinks he's hot tamales.
Who,
and
me?
Elon Musk. And
Oh.
he's going to put out things that I'm not sure that he's tested properly. Because I think he really likes being on that social media. And I think he's going to rush to put things out that are... I think it's true.
Did you see his floors tweet the other day?
No.
He just tweeted randomly, "I love floors," and then was like,
Oh.
"They're always
See?
there for you," and that kind of stuff.
Oh,
He's-
that's sweet though.
He's in a rush to tweet about floors, and I don't trust that if he's trying to drive
One
my
of the
car.
world's greatest minds tweeting about floors.
So here's what I thought about the Galileo, going back a little bit, and how we go into fears and stuff. I've had kind of like a glitch in the Matrix before. Have you ever heard of that term? It's where things happen. So I was at a choir concert.
In the 90s, there's this movie, right? It's called The
Star Wars?
Matrix.
Pre-Wachowski brothers, sisters.
The Wachowski
Yeah.
siblings.
They
Yeah,
made Lego
that's
movie,
a better term.
and they were working on the Han Solo movie.
And then they quit.
And
then
Ron Howard.
He's covering for
As Opie.
We were talking about it earlier, and we wanted to. I didn't know if you wanted to say anything about this. That our producer Jerry Bruckheimer has passed away.
What?
Did he die?
I know.
I thought he just quit. He's dead.
He died. He died.
As far as we're concerned.
And so we wanted to. Did you have anything to say to Jerry because
As
he was very
remembrance.
nice to produce all of our content for us.
Is his the tree? Is that his like little
Yeah,
symbol?
with the lightning bolt.
Yeah, we have a tree planted in my basement just for him.
Mhm, so
That's
everything.
what that is.
It's
Yeah,
just
that-
out of frame, like right
It's
over there.
right over there.
It's beautiful if you
It's-
could see it.
Yeah, I was really confused.
Oh, I just got struck by lightning!
No, but see,
Oh no, that's the fire!
well, since we don't have a producer now, we can't tilt the camera that
Yeah,
direction.
that's why we can't do
So-
it. And it's not any other reason.
We don't have, well, Jeremy, Jeremy
Maguire?
He liked to go by Jerome at home.
Jerome Bruckheimer.
Jerome at Home is a great handle.
Jerome at home.
Get it.
We're gonna see if anyone has Jerome.
Buy
at
it,
Home.
Squarespace.
We're gonna see it. We're gonna see if Jerome at Home on Twitter has a Twitter, and we're gonna tweet him that he's on the podcast.
You're on our podcast, Jerome.
You're on the second episode of our
Yeah.
podcast.
This is a short episode because Angela and I have to go to work right after
For
this.
6.5 hours.
And that's why he keeps looking at his phone, and I'm freaked out.
No, I have a timer set.
So
So
I think there's going to be some good content. Continue with that content,
yeah,
please.
Sorry.
Glitch in the Matrix. I had one. I was at a choir concert with our friend. I'm gonna call him Zach.
Okay.
He's in your grade. That's
Okay.
his name.
That's actually
No, so me and Zach are just standing there, and we see this girl who I'm not gonna name, called Alyssa, walk by. Jerome at home?
But it's not Jerome at Home. It's Jerome Athome.
No,
is his
you-
last name, and he has 1 follower. So I don't think and he
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm
have
not
a
gonna tweet it
picture.
That's a bot account.
I'll follow him though. He has 2 followers now.
So this girl walks by and walks into the homeroom. We talked to her, said hi to her, and stuff. And so me and him are still standing there. Maybe 2 minutes later, she walks by again. Like, honest to God, you can ask him. She walks by again and goes in the room, and we say hi to her again. That's when we realized we just said hi to this girl twice. And we were like, we went up to her, like, did you just pass by? She's like, no, what are you talking about? Freaked me out. One of the most harrowing experiences in my entire life. She couldn't have gone around or anything. She went straight to the homeroom and again went right by us again. And no mistaken was her.
I thought this was going to be like a much grander glitch.
No.
So this, I buy this.
Yeah, it's not like big where I'm like, I saw this and then I died and then I went to hell and stayed in hell for 20 years and came back. And
You had to talk to the architect. And
yeah,
there
it wasn't
was a
anything like that.
thing.
It was literally, she just walked by twice. It was super freaky. I don't know. Have you ever had an experience like that where like you are sure for a fact? Because I have another person who can back me up.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you don't have that, but if you have yourself, do you know something happened and then you're like, whoa, that was it. And that's not like deja vu.
I was saying,
I'm
no,
talking about-
I've had a bunch of deja vu experiences before. Because we kind of have, there's the thing that's like, feeling like the universe revolves around you.
Yeah.
And like maybe everyone else is just a figment of your imagination. You know, it's like maybe.
Not maybe.
I'm just saying that like that's a thought that like these existential kind of
Yeah.
crises and stuff like that. Is that like what if nothing else, you're imagining everything else, or everything is catered towards you and that kind of stuff. which
I'm
is
not that
pretty messed up.
egotistical.
I don't think.
If
it's
anything,
that.
I'm part of your universe. I'm
Yeah.
not my own person.
You're just a
I
side character.
desperately want to be a side character in someone else's story.
I just, hey, it's Cousin Ian.
Hey, it's
I'm walking here.
Yeah, I'm walking
you're from
here.
New York in this reality.
In every reality.
Oh, okay.
Well,
New York home and bread. Try that New York pizza, folks.
Home and bread.
Home bread pizza.
Homebred style, New York style.
You ever
pizza
walk up
pie.
Manhattan and go, hey, we're not getting Bronx?
Yeah. You ever walk up there?
Walk on Manhattan.
Oh my god.
I could walk to Broadway, and I would be like, hey, I'm in Broadway, and I'll go see 20 shows, because
Hey.
I live in New York, so it's free.
Hey, I'll go see it's free if you live in New York. I went and saw the Kevin Klein. I saw him.
I
do
walked
the-
on stage. I was Hamilton for the day. I'm in New York.
They
I'm allowed to
clapped for
do
me.
that.
They fucking loved it there. Yeah, that's what they said to me.
They say New York people are really mean. In my experience, they're the worst. They're really mean.
So I just went in March to New York, and I was surprised. Like, they were short. Not.
There's a bunch of like, yeah.
Not in terms
Just
of
like
necessarily
the village from Wizard of Oz.
New York.
They're not like short, but they're like verbally short. Like they don't have time to deal. I feel like
because they're so tiny.
like in the Midwest and maybe in the South, like we have more time to like give all the pleasantries of every interaction that you have with people. But like if you're at like a coffee shop in New York or you're at like a lunch destination, there's not gonna be like a whole conversation. You just do what you need to do at whatever location you're at, and then you go. And I personally, I got a kick out of that. Honestly.
What's that Spike Jonze movie where with Wes?
Malcolm X?
Yeah, that one.
Spike Jonze.
Spike Jonze.
Do the right thing.
Is that the one where? What's the one where he ends and he's screaming up? He goes, "No!" No.
Every day of my life.
Streetcar Named Desire.
Yeah, it's a streetcar named Desire. Spike Jonze.
I would see it. I think it would work for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the actual point you were gonna make?
Did I have an actual point?
Yeah, what was the actual Spike Jonze movie? I made a Spike Lee joke.
I don't know. She walks up to him and she's like, "Hey, brother, I'd suck your dick for $1." And he goes, grabs her and he goes, "No!"
In a Spike Jonze movie?
Maybe. It's,
Was it lost in translation?
you know what? Cut that whole part. It wasn't Spike Jonze. The film major says, don't do it. I think I messed up. Who directed Chirac?
Spike Lee.
I am so
That was the joke I made.
lost.
That was the joke I made because I was like, oh, was it Malcolm X or Do the Right Thing?
Was it Do the Right Thing, Spike Lee?
Spike Lee did all of those movies.
Is that the one where he grabs you? He's like, "Hey, brother, I'd suck your dick for $1."
I don't know what. I don't know. I just know.
I don't know. What did I do?
Oh, that's funny.
Angelo. Kill me.
Oh, that's good.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna
Oh,
get
that's
backlash for that.
that is. Oh man.
That's really funny.
I have to go to work in like 5 minutes. So
What is the movie? Is that Chirac?
I don't know. It's not Chirac. I don't know. Let's skip the whole.
Hey, I'll suck your dick. That's
No.
my favorite line in any movie.
I don't know.
Isn't that what Darth Vader said before he told Luke he was his father?
We're
Hey,
gonna-
I'll suck-
Keep on the lookout. We're gonna make a sketch that is just entirely, hey, I'll suck your dick for $1.
And then
And then no.
My milkshake
is
is
my
my
milkshake is my milkshake,
but
but
my
my
milkshake
milkshake
is
is
my
my
milkshake. That's in podcast 0 that you guys will
You will
see
never
maybe
see it.
one
Yeah, that's a
day.
joke that no
Never
one's gonna
see
get.
it.
That's
Never.
where we improv the whole scene.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll put it up one day.
After the cameras stop rolling,
We shut down.
we just sit here in the dark until the next time. So don't feel like you're missing anything. The only thing you're ever missing is that first podcast episode. We will never release it.
Yeah.
I will sue you if you release it.
All right. It's going up today.
Okay,
What?
that's fine. My litigation
This
team
will be up by the
is-
time this posts.
Litigation team is not quite ready, so I think you'll miss out on that. But
You're getting a cease and desist. That's about it.
no, that's fine. I'm gonna hire Robert Shapiro, and we're gonna take it to court
You
via
know-
legal Zoom.
Are there any other like mind-bending things that like screw with you and like that you constantly think about? Because another one that I talked about with someone in high school that we all know was that in theory we could all see different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we were trained that this is blue. Like you see this as blue and you see this as red.
Social conditioning.
But hypothetically, my blue could be your green and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so like that's really weird to me.
Yeah.
I think
There
about
are-
that all the time,
Really.
every day of my life.
Like, what does he see right now?
Well, it's like it's weird to think. It sounds weird, but it's like it's weird to think that like someone would see like that like how I see the people in the movie Avatar, like that. Maybe that's how you see everyone. You know,
Everybody's
a
Navi, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know that's how I copulate. Is I just put my hair up against.
and that's how you ride horses. Now.
We're so close right now.
Oh my god! But they do it to their animals. This has been talked to death.
That's not sex. That's not sex. They're connecting on an emotional level.
So,
Navi don't need
But
sex.
how do they bang it out? How do they have more Navi?
So does Zoe Saldana and then whoever the main guy is, do they
Sam Worthington.
after they
Mark
put their hairs
Wahlberg.
together, do they have
Mason.
like normal
The
sex?
numbers.
This is the Nathan Monbers.
Do they,
So wait, if they want to get freaky, do they put the hair anywhere else?
Oh yeah.
or do they just have like normal human?
Well, why they cover themselves
Yeah.
down under?
Can
So why?
Hmm.
Unless
I
big
think they did.
ol' Willem Dafoe be
Oh, we're bringing it back.
bring it all back.
But that's a good question. It's like, why would they cover up if they have nothing there? But then if they have something there, why do they use their hair?
No. But in the rest of that scene, because like in the scene they do the hair thing, and then like we don't see anymore. Like
Yeah.
it's
If
do they
that's
do
it-
the actual like do the actual
You
sex
think they
thing?
bang it out like
Do they-
real?
Do they
gross?
actually poo-doots right there?
Do you think their sperm looks like where they walk in, it's all like glowing and whoa,
And
it's
the
so
jellyfish,
pretty,
the little
but
tiny
it's like
jellyfish?
oh.
What's that gesture?
It's like someone took a black light at all times.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
Oh, speaking of like bioluminescent, have you guys seen the movie Moana?
Yeah.
I was talking about that with my little brother. He had just seen it. Do you have a favorite song in the movie?
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
The one with the boats.
Shot. You know,
Oh, yeah.
that one's good.
No, Shiny
I
is
have a
my
theory.
favorite song.
I have a theory about that. So it's Jermaine Clement that does that song
from
from
Flight of the Conchords.
Flight of the Conchords.
Gentlemen Broncos.
But
What We
he's
Do in the
doing
Shadows.
now he's just bragging.
Eagle
Muppets.
versus something else. Eagle versus Shark. He wasn't.
Yeah, using Evil.
No. That was Brett. Brett did the music for.
No, he helped do it.
Did he?
Yeah.
I thought it was just Brett.
Well, they did a video about it together. But anyways, it's
I need
Jermaine
to
Clement,
watch
and he's in Goodbye Moomin and Rick and Morty.
So I
I like Rick and Morty.
and also I just watched the Lego Batman movie, and he plays Sauron in the Lego Batman.
All right, moving on. Tell us what
Sorry.
you're gonna say.
I have a theory that because he's doing in Moana, like he's doing this weird like David Bowie impression thing.
But they do that in Flight of the Conchords too.
I know, but
Bowie in
what I
space.
think that if Bowie had like been available,
Mm-hmm.
I think he would have done.
You
this.
think Shiny?
I think he would have like.
That's sweet. I think that'd be really cool.
How
think that-
cool would that have
I
been?
think that they wanted every character in that to be voiced by people who coincidentally died last year, and so Moana was going to be voiced by Alan Rickman, and The Rock's character was going to be voiced by
Carrie Fisher.
Prince,
Oh, Prince.
No, the year
Uh-huh.
before.
and then all the
Wait,
little
that-
coconut
you did-
people
you're
would
right.
have been Carrie Fisher, and then the chicken would have been George Michael.
George.
That's what he just says.
Instead of cucking,
Would
Yeah.
Alan Tudyk still
Instead
be a
of what?
character?
cucking, right?
Instead of what?
Is it cucking?
Cucking. That's the day of the word of the day. Pew, 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 cuck, cuck, cuck.
Cucking.
That's my ringtone.
Is
Really?
it?
Yeah.
It used to be Chelsea Dagger by the Fratellis.
Call Angelo. Call Angelo.
It's not. We get to explain this. It's not Angelo in my phone. Do you know what it is in my phone?
Call Ja Crispy.
Crispy.
It really is.
Oh, it did it. It recognized that name. It got my name right, too.
Jerk Crispy. Yeah, that's actually.
All right,
Jerk
let's
Crispy.
hear Arrested Development.
Good time to think, right?
This is going to be worth it.
Didn't ring. Why?
But just for me.
Because
Just
it's a
for
great
me.
song.
Oh, it's funny. Okay, while
You
he's
leave a
doing
message?
that,
Yeah, I gotta hold on. Wait a minute.
This is probably a good place to end the podcast.
I really like Moana.
Yeah, it's good.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, but no.
I know we only have like 30 minutes.
How long do we do this? It was like 30 minutes, I think. I can't read that really.
A fun little fact though.
Hey, buddy, it's Josh. I just wanted to say,
But you can.
and you know what? whatever you try to
Thank
do,
God you
I know
stopped that.
that
You're
you'll
still
be
doing this.
successful. Shut up. That was Ian being an asshole. Goodbye.
We cut that. We had our producer, Ron Howard, come over. Well, I was like, Ron Howard, and he cut it.
He
And
took
now
over
we're back
after you.
because, reasons. So I'm surprised that you were still on the phone. After Ron told you not to.
Well, here's the thing, Ron Howard, is you haven't been here all production, Ron. So you don't get to tell the talent what to do, Ron.
He knows Tom Hanks.
What the fuck is it with you? Do I walk in the... I can't do the...
I directed Angels and Demons.
I can't do the
Ron
Chris-
Howard.
Did he do it?
Yeah.
No. I was gonna do the Christian Bale thing where the guy walked. Remember that?
Did you walk to the fucking set?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. I think that's the funniest.
I
meme.
get it though. We talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah, we talked about it before.
About how that
I
was
think
like
I was on zero again.
it wasn't fair. Like that he got a lot of shit for that. He shouldn't have freaked out. But I get it. After a long day of shooting and someone walks through and ruins
no.
it.
I understand that it was a very
He was but the
thematically heavy day shooting on Terminator Salvation. So I understand that his headspace.
Listen, he's trying to win an Academy Award with that movie.
He's trying to get a SAG award. He's trying to get a BAFTA. He's trying to get recognized to be part of the union. That's it. Yeah, he wants to get a Peabody.
He's like, if I do this right, I can be Batman.
They can call me Mr. Actor Christian Bale.
So, okay, we have the EGOT, right? Which is
yeah,
Emmy, Grammy,
and
Oscar,
there's
Tony.
PGOT, which is Lin-Manuel's gonna get that one day.
Isn't that the Peabody? Is the P?
It's Pulitzer.
What about
Pulitzer?
Nobel Prize?
Oh, well, that's what we're saying is how many of these can we put in? Like,
I think you could win all. Well, maybe
we need to make up an acronym that's all.
So we have
the awards.
Pulitzer,
P,
Peabody,
E,
the PP,
P. Well, yeah,
the PP, and then there's Emmys, Grammys,
Oscars, Tonys.
Peg.
What's
Pegot.
The Hugo.
what's
You could have a
Pegont.
Hugo.
the Golden Globe.
Pegont.
The SAG Awards.
This is coming out a
the
lot like
BAFTA.
Pentagon.
They didn't
found out how they target.
We need to stop. We need to have to stop right now.
They just
We
start
keep
bursting
talking.
on the
Oh
doors.
shit! Someone's coming! Get down! Everyone,
run!
What is Willem Dafoe's erect penis? Willem
don't
Dafoe's
know.
erect penis
We
is
don't know
another
if it-
podcast we have.
He might not be able to get a wreck.
That's true.
We're joking around. If we've never seen
Don't tell Harry.
proof of it. If we've never. Don't tell Harry about 4 dads ED.
Is it?